back to another Skyrim Let's Play. Ooh, sparkly. I'm kidding, it's not that sparkly.
It's been a while.
It's been a thick minute.
I don't know if that'll reflect on y'all's part, but for us it's been a while. Anyways, you might notice that we're in a completely different location. No, there is not a lost recording. That's because I didn't hit record, because I went to go play while she was gone.
Because I couldn't actually be here.
So I figured I'd do like a Radiant bounty quest or something just to get a couple bucks. And, well, I did, but it was also the one... Oh, you don't have to shut the door.
Oh, I'm shutting it.
Okay, I mean... Alright, door's shut. Anyways. So it was actually the one at the Sleeping Tree Giant Camp, which also had the dead dude, Ulag or whatever. I think I have his note.
Yeah.
Urag, I think. Nope.
Gulag. It's the Gulag's note.
Gulag's note?
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's a note that is sent from the Gulag after you die in the new Call of Duty. Is it new still? It's the online Call of Duty that just came out.
I don't know. Black Ops 2 Zombies and Town was fun, and that's about as far as I got.
So what we're saying is this isn't actually Skyrim. This is just heavily modded Call of Duty now.
I mean, I have a bow. Oh, we have a really sick bow now. So I'm gonna get into that stuff in a second. But basically, it was a sleeping giant tree camp. So there was this dude that was there, and he also had a knapsack, which I'm not sure was in the vanilla game. And then there was like a new armor set, which, oh, right, slowness.
Meeks, why are you over encumbered? Ma'am, where is your face? I have so many questions.
Which she was wearing until I got that better armor, so I put it on this mannequin.
Huh.
The Apotheos armor. Which I actually think looks pretty cool. Anyways, you'll notice a few of the mannequins have stuff on them. It's nothing like super good. Oh, I kept that robe just in case we ever want to just put it on for cosplay or something at some point. So you'll notice our character does not look the same as they did before, which is a shame because the old look we had before was objectively the best that our character will probably ever look.
But we gotta progress at some point, right?
But look, I got like 4 more armor rating or something. We have 134 now. Look, we got better gauntlets, better armor, and I actually found better shoes because someone just kind of gave them to me as a Christmas gift.
Well, that's actually pretty nice.
Yep.
That's a good gift.
Yep, they were like 1 better or something. I don't know.
So this is really bothering me, but you need to go set your mannequin in the bedroom straight.
Sometimes I like
Yeah,
to role
I
play.
know it's...
He's out of line.
No, not like that. I mean, like pretending I'm a mud crab that goes around pinching people on the bottom. It's rather fun.
Her
You
eyes
should try
are
it. Role playing, I mean. Although pinching bottoms is quite fun too.
staring
Let
straight
me
at my face.
guess. Sure you want to trust me
So
with
anyways,
that?
so yeah, she has a Daedric dagger now. It was on a corpse, and
Oh yeah, you haven't
there's all
said
this
a damn
Nightingale
thing
Brotherhood
about
armor,
what you
so that's
ran
cool.
up on.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to get at. A lot of stuff happened. Because right next to the Sleeping Giant Tree Camp was... Well, let me just see. There is this mod called Immersive Creatures. And as a part of Immersive Creatures, there are these things called random event spawns and things like that. So, as a part of that, there ended up being a big ol' war fight going on between the Stormcloaks and the Imperials. And there were also a bunch of big-ass ancient Spriggans, which are basically treants.
And horses that are apparently wolves.
Oh yeah, there were a bunch of wolves. One was like a glitchy horse, but not a horse.
It was a wolf.
And it kept breaking the game.
Yeah.
There was a mage that was essential and wasn't supposed to be there, I don't think. It was like Lokan the Sage. I don't know. He clearly shouldn't have been there. There was Risad and his mercenaries, one of the traveling Khajiit caravan merchants. There were witches. I don't remember if one of them was technically a hag, but there were witches.
Yes, I think
There
that was
were
a
a
hag.
bunch of Nightingale Brotherhood mercenaries, which is where we got the armor from. And there were skeletons, a Draman priest, which is similar to a dragon priest, except more skeletal.
Imperial storm cloaks.
Oh yeah, there was a storm atronach in there somewhere. Some of the skeletons were really dangerous. Like, they were like scourge heroes and stuff. There were some really bad guys. I think somebody summoned a flame atronach or two in there somewhere.
There were some giants just kind of overlooking the whole thing, slowly making
Oh, and
their
some
way
saber
toward
cats and mammoths got mixed up in there somewhere too. It was a all-out brawl for the Dragon Balls.
Jesus.
You ever see the thing in the Saturday morning cartoon stuff where the dude talks about like what episode is going to come up next, and he gives like a mini thing before that one was always one of my favorites. But anyways, so why is my carry weight so high? Well, that's actually because this is the lowest it's been. I've sold most of the stuff or broken it down.
So we can't just put it all in a chest for now and get onto a quest or something?
So
And sell it while we're not recording?
So you notice my smithing is higher because it's 55 now.
Ah.
I broke down so many things.
And lives. Because I'm sure you killed everything.
Oh, all those like Stormcloak cuirasses
Yeah.
and Imperial swords. I turned them into crafting materials. And so smithing went up a whole bunch. That was cool.
My goodness.
Something else. I think, didn't something else happen? Oh yeah. So I had a few extra perk points, so I went in here to lockpicking to get Game of Fate. This is cool. There are 5 Dragons of Fate hidden in random locked containers in Skyrim. Each grants 15,000 gold and a free perk point when removed from its container. The name of the container changes to indicate the treasure inside.
Ah.
So similar to like the spirit tutors and stuff, since I noticed it kind of browsing around for funsies, I figured, I have the extra points. I might as well get it. That way we can randomly come across it later. Similar to the other stuff where the perk is basically, hey, there's a bunch of stuff out there randomly.
Okay.
So I figured the sooner I open it up, the more likely it is we'll actually come across one or something. And I put 1 point in pickpocket for 50 points of carry weight.
Good God.
Because I needed to carry more stuff.
Imagine you just wake up one day and you're like, I think I can carry 50 pounds more. Oh, that's nice. Oh, shameless plug here. I got the little quest or whatever to get the
I forget, is that PlayStation 4 or 5?
4. I'm
4?
not cool
Okay.
enough to have a PlayStation 5 yet.
F.
a little chat.
Yeah, I'll throw an F in there myself.
F. So, yeah, I've actually been playing sometimes on hers, too, when I go over to her place.
He has this orc thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yep.
It's actually really nice.
Oh, and I should also let you guys know I upped the difficulty from expert to legendary, because I could. That's it.
That's it. That's the video.
Alright,
We
good
got a lot
talking,
of
guys.
stuff.
I got a new mouse, so attacks will be far better, and honestly, it's only like slightly harder, if anything, to kill enemies,
Yes.
just because
Fine.
my mouse
Don't
works,
take it
so I can hit
bad.
things way more reliably, and it's awesome. So, a bunch of those witches had Daedra hearts on them,
That makes 0 sense.
and one of them had a Daedric dagger, so I gave it to Sophia.
Well, I mean, I guess it does make sense if they were going to use it to make something with, but if they themselves had the
Oh, they
nature
all
of
had
it,
Flame Cloak on them, by the way.
like
Every single witch cast Flame Cloak.
You know what? We're not going to talk about that.
When
That
I
sounds
tell you
terrifying.
this was a battle royale, I'm talking like it was a battle royale. I hate that I couldn't get it on recording, and I theoretically could have,
But it would have crashed like a million times.
but it would have been really tricky to record because it didn't just CTD crash to desktop. It froze Skyrim entirely. and I could use other applications. I only have one monitor for context, but I could only use them without looking at them, and I couldn't ever get Skyrim to actually go away. I couldn't get to Task Manager or close it out. If I tried to exit out with the Alt-Tab menu, it wouldn't work. I could open up Task Manager, but I couldn't ever really click in there on anything because I couldn't see anything, so I had to sign out of my computer and sign back in to get it to force shut everything and relaunch it. So we would have had to open up a brand new recording every time it didn't work and redo the intro and explain everything and mention why we're getting less and less enthusiastic every bloody fucking time. I figured it'd be better to just do it on my own because then I don't have to worry about it, and I'll just tell you guys what happened after the fact. So, yeah.
And honestly, it's probably better that it happened that way too, because I think when you did it, at least when I was here, it froze like 3 times.
Which is weird because I did a test run before she came over just to see if it would work, and I was able to go through the whole thing perfectly fine. Or at least as much of it as I decided to test before I gave up, which was when Loken the Sage wouldn't die because he was essential and he got mad for, I don't know, showing up and having 100 people fight each other. Maybe he got hit with a stray blast or something, I don't know. But I managed to get through everybody else except the essential mage that had like 20 hit points and sucked. So it's not like I couldn't do it. It just, I don't know why the test run was great, and then when I tried it with her, it refused to function, so I figured better safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Only one of the Nightingales actually had armor that I could loot. They were all wearing armor, but only one of them I could loot. I don't know why. Strangely enough, I think it was the only guy. I don't know if that has something to do with it. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I think that's what it was.
It's messed up.
Yeah, it was really weird. And he was also separate from the rest of them.
That's also
Like, he
messed up.
wasn't on the same side of the battlefield. Like, he was on the same team, I think, but the battlefield was absolutely fucking massive, and he was the one Nightingale separate from the other 4 or 5 total. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, because obviously when I showed up, it was a fight in progress. But hey, he's got really cool armor. Honestly, I'd really like to wear it.
I mean, technically he had really cool armor until you plucked it from his dead corpse.
Well, that's what he was asking for by being dead.
It's called respect, man.
No, it's called loot. To the victor go the spoils. And I survived where like 100 people died. Mine.
Mine.
So anyways, so I'd actually like to wear this stuff, so I'll probably take it from Sophia one day after our heavy armor is up more, if we ever go like, hey, we should probably level light armor. I'll honestly probably snipe this or something, because it's fucking cool. But this will also do for Sophia in the meantime, because it's not like it's bad. The bows do more damage mask is worthless for her because she's a spell sword, but the gloves, boots, and armor are all useful. Extra stamina, extra magicka. It's not like she doesn't still sneak when we do, so muffled movement is good for her. Frost and shock magic being less harmful is just good in general. Light armor being stronger is just good in general. That's just take less damage from everything that isn't fire, basically. Frost and shock magic being stronger is good when you're a spell sword and cast spells, and piercing weapons inflicting more damage is nice because I guess daggers are piercing. I don't know if they count as slashing or piercing. I don't know.
It doesn't say.
I mean, D&D logic makes them piercing, but I mean, look at this dagger. You can clearly cut somebody with it, but I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll be more effective, maybe it won't. It's kind of a shame because I'm pretty sure a bow would count as a piercing weapon, which would theoretically stack the piercing damage and the bow damage buff, which would be really cool.
I just see something sharp and pointy and I say, hey, this can go inside of somebody's skin.
Don't tell that to the game mechanics.
Hey, game mechanics. Sharp, pointy, skin. Done.
I thought you were going to say stab.
Stabby stab.
So, I would really like to use this, honestly.
I mean, yeah, it's just kind of badass. I don't know why you gave it to her, but...
That way she had cool armor? Because I've been using heavy armor, so...
I guess.
But eventually we'll wear light armor and we'll probably use it. Or when other light armor comes about and she's got something else that's still good, maybe I'll take it then. I cannot disenchant it, by the way. It's one of those unique enchantment things where it's not really enchanted, it's more like quote-unquote enchant, or it's just a unique effect on it. We also got some other things like these Nightingale Blades. These are the only two I have, so I kept them both on me in case, I don't know if I like dual wielding. So deals extra frost and shock damage, and sneak attacks are twice as strong. So that's fucking cool.
That would have been great for your orc.
Right? He's a two-hander main. He just, you know, sometimes.
His character actually makes sense. He's an orc, and he has big swingy things. We're an elf with swingy things. I don't know.
We're a do-it-all character. What?
You're
No?
not wrong.
I don't think so. Anywho, and then we actually have more than one Nightingale bow, but I only kept one on me because I don't need more than one bow. Same idea, extra frost and shock damage now, and sneak attacks are twice as strong. So that's cool. I already went over the armor, not really a lot changed. It's marginally better, it's functionally about the same. Potions, we have basically none of, because I've sold them all.
Oh.
I got so many crafting ingredients. I had like 70 some odd butterfly wings and flowers and shit, because there was so much stuff in the area. You don't understand. In order to loot the entire battlefield, I had to reload the save for it to repopulate all of the corpses. And it took me so long to loot the area that butterflies respawned multiple times.
I have nothing to say. This dude is just out here for hours, plucking butterflies out of the air and ripping their wings off, all to shove them in his mouth.
So I made so many potions that I had to spend multiple chunks of days in-game, not in real life, refreshing by sleeping the merchant's inventories so I could sell to everybody who bought potions. Completely out of money many times over. You don't want to know.
So we're gonna play Skyrim now.
Oh yeah, and I've got a bunch of crafting shit that I gotta throw into something. So there's that.
God.
Yeah, where do you think all the carry weight's coming from? Oddly enough, despite making like 100 potions or some shit, our alchemy is only 39. I'm pretty sure the mouse shows up on the recording. If it does, it's over there. If not, far right side in the center, in the middle. Second from the top, second from the bottom. Archery, alchemy, enchanting from top to bottom. Far right. There you go. So you can see it. It's only 39.
Do you have any means?
Anyways, I'm gonna toggle God mode real quick just so I can walk like a normal person, because it'll just make this easier.
And less time having spent walking from one place to place.
Well, you know what I said we were going to do whenever we start the episode, whenever we have enough money for it.
Oh God.
Which we do. We've got to go stop by an old friend.
An old friend, yeah. But he happened to be sitting in a chair. Oh God, where is he?
Hey, where'd Garath go?
Oh God, where is he?
You're looking for a challenge.
Sir?
I don't know, maybe he's in one of the beds or something.
We pray?
Garath. Where's this guy?
This doesn't look good.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
Do you think we want to talk to him? Oh no, our friend.
Where'd Garath go?
Oh,
What if I wait an hour?
maybe?
Yes, I haven't got all day.
Try waiting another hour. time is it?
4:39 p.m. I don't think Garath goes anywhere but the bar. I think he just kind of lives in here. Where did Garath go? Where the hell is Garath? What was that about?
My aunt called me.
Why don't I just go back in?
Still think you need to find a mod so that you can kill that little punk.
Let me know if you want anything.
Where did Garath
You're
go?
looking for a challenge, you come to the right.
I don't think I've ever seen Garath disappear. I don't know where he is. And this is bothering me because it's fucking Garath. He's my favorite.
Maybe try talking to the guy in Dragon's Reach again. And maybe he'll respawn after that. That's the best way.
Maybe. I have noticed the Whiterun's become strangely more populated lately with people that I've never seen before and I don't know where they came from. I don't know if that has something to do with it or not, because there's some other people there that I don't know where they came from.
Right.
They just kind of showed up, and I genuinely have zero idea why.
Look at how beautiful the mod can make everything look. Like the colors are just so much more vibrant, more happy.
Right? I was actually thinking the same thing.
Oh my god. They're both gone.
It's like there's nobody to decorate the house with.
It's like there's a murder mystery going on, but they only murder the people who decorate houses.
Be glad to help. And of course, now, what would you like to purchase?
Kitchen furnishings.
Very well. I'll make. Is there
What if they
anything
just
else
like
you'd like to
redid the other
purchase?
ones?
As you wish. Speak to me again if you. I'll be glad to. And of course, now, what would you like to purchase? Possibly these fit you well.
Bitch,
I was about to say, don't make me clap these hands back.
I was gonna say, well, my hands are sheathed.
Right?
I'm holding my hands down. And my hands are lethal weapons. They cast death. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. So this whole recording is, like, the first half is explaining what they missed, and then the second half is going to be figuring out where the fuck Garath went. Oh yeah, there was a vampire attack too, by the way. But I don't think anybody died.
Nope.
Sorry.
Well, that's a good thing.
Because I never saw any dead bodies or anything.
I love how you said, I hope nobody died, and then he was like, nope, sorry, nothing. And I was like, sick. Great. Oh, see, it redid the furnishings. The kitchen is no longer...
Yeah, it put it back.
It sucks.
I have an idea.
Meeks?
I have an idea.
Meeks?
Let's try... I have a really strange idea.
Your brain works in strange ways.
Well, you remember how I fixed Adrienne popping back on your PlayStation when she just refused to work?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that's where you were
I'm gonna
going.
try exactly the same strategy, and I'm just gonna load an old save where things worked, and then see if reloading the new save where nothing's there. Oh, see, look, Scare's not here either, even on this really old save. What the? there seem to be some immersive sounds that I don't notice usually played.
Grody.
Oh, you know, Garath's probably not here on this one because I don't own the home. Because this save was before we owned the home.
Ah.
I think, because we... Yeah, there's no way we had it already.
What
We
did
have,
they
like,
look
no
like
money.
back then? Oh, gross.
Yep.
Let's go back. I don't like it here anymore.
So let's try one more like... Say here, where we're in the house, so we clearly own it.
Imperials are human.
In case you weren't sure. Yes, I have been at the Cloud District. Stop asking.
I swear.
Here, I'd like to have
Unless you're giving me Garath. I don't want to talk about it.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
You're in someone else's space.
Where did Garath go? It's like he's been wiped off the face of the earth.
And nobody cares. Freaking Mikhail's still just playing the drums like an old friend isn't missing.
I don't know what happened to him, and my brain is confused.
Disgusting.
What are you doing? Looking up what happened to him?
Yeah.
Well, remember, he's part of the mod.
I know.
I think it's the mod is Breeze Home fully upgradable, by the way,
I'm not going there.
if that helps.
Yeah, I found that much out.
Huh. This is really weird. Let's try this one. Oh,
I am your sword
no,
and
fell on the ground.
Let me know if you want anything. I think I got the clean one around here somewhere.
The best I've gotten is did you run the installer?
The installer.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I see what you pulled up?
Yeah, I don't think it's quite related, but it was still an issue with the same mod, and they solve all issues. From what it seems, by rerun the installer, there's a place to check to add the patch.
Oh, like in-game?
Yeah.
Like run the in-game installer?
I don't know, just looking at mod stuff.
Alright, we're gonna do something funky. Two-handed weapons do more damage than feather dusters or tweakers.
Okay.
Follow it. You're aware of certain important updates, best experience. Oh, wrong button. Mod, before reading instructions, and detrimental the experience of the mod is particularly true. It's updated on Steam. Sometimes those updates can cause changes that might make it desirable. Well, this one isn't from Steam. This is from the Nexus, so you have to manually update it, so that shouldn't be an issue. Installation instructions, unnecessary instructions, IDC options, ledgers, solutions to common issues come up, conflicting mods. I shouldn't have any. I don't use anything else. Options ledger to help adjust common issues regarding performance and resolve certain updaters for today's moves and introduction. That's options. Remove external scenery. No. Repair roof. No. Fix Lydia's room. No. uninstall mod. If you want to uninstall it, do not select this unless you are truly uninstalling the mod, as it will not be reversible afterwards. This reverts the kitchen roof and any other upgrades back to the vanilla settings so you can uninstall the mod safely. If you don't do this, you will have holes in your house and ceiling. Disable/enable auto storage/access containers. Option is for the select few people who don't really care for the auto storage/access containers, which I do. I love them. This option partially disables those old containers and adds new static containers for you to use instead. Make sure you empty all of your auto storage containers before selecting this. That being said, if you accidentally select this option, simply re-enable the containers and all your stuff will still be there. Note, I can't completely remove the old containers because it could potentially cause thousands of people to lose their stuff. Removable cook pot. The cook pot by the fireplace is now removable, so you can add or remove it to your heart's content. Reclean this mod using the Elder Scrolls V edit to ensure there were no dirty edits might potentially cause conflicts. Added another cupboard and several new food containers. Installation instructions. Remove all items from Breeze Home. Use console command. Oh, TGM to toggle God mode so you can carry all the stuff. Starts really good. Make a new save your game outside Whiterun. Uninstall all Breeze Home related mods. There are none. May or may not seem to be related, but actually have dirty edits. Load Skyrim began with the vanilla Breeze Home and make another new save. Optional step, but you have to be able to go back to a clean vanilla Breeze Home save just in case. Subscribe/use the Nexus to install this mod. It's so weird that I'm reading this in the game. Set this mod to load last or close to last in your data files. Start up Skyrim, then enter the Band of Mare, hit F5 to quick save, then F9 to quick load. This cycles Garath so his sound files are actually loaded. If you don't do this, he'll be silent. You may need to repeat this process when first meeting Sarek or Henselt as well. If he's not even in the Band of Mare, quit the game entirely and restart Skyrim. If he doesn't show up after 1 or 2 times of doing this, delete the .esp, .bsa, and .bsl files and re-download the mod. Sometimes you get an incomplete download, but this wasn't an incomplete download because he was there to begin with. Enjoy the mod. If you're upgrading from the previous version, you can give yourself $10,000 to replace the money spent on your upgrades previously. Some prices have gone up to help balance gameplay and leveling. I do think it was fair that stuff was pretty expensive. Buy vanilla upgrades from the Steward. Buy 13 new upgrades from Garath and Banner Mare. Buy an additional upgrade or 2 from either Sarek or Henselt, depending on your Dawnguard allegiance. Uninstallation instructions. Remove followers. Wait. Quit. Restart Skyrim. Open the console. Reset interior Whiterun Breeze Home. All should be well. Save load. Good to go. Mod incompatibilities and fixes. Cave Whiterun Enhanced, Cave Whiterun Enhanced Light, Beautiful Whiterun, Enhanced Lights and FX, or Skyrim Merchant mod. Nope, don't have any of that stuff. Mod incompatibilities without fixes, Dragonborn House, no. Dragon Reach Hideout, Breeze Home mod. See, I don't have any of this other stuff. Open Cities, I don't have Open Cities. Alternate start, bless you. Yeah, see, I didn't use any of that stuff. Give me. Close enough. No, not that quill. God damn it. Yeah, there's nothing there. Alright, so we're gonna try again. We're gonna relaunch Skyrim and see if it works. I have no idea where this guy is.
We're gonna get him.
I sure hope so, because Garath is my favorite.
He really is. He's a good man.
And it'd be really awkward to have the house not be done either.
Right.
It would be different if he disappeared after everything was said and done, because at least then it can be like, okay, well, you know, at least it's all said and done. You know, the guy did everything for us he could. He moved on somewhere else, right? At least we could make that work. But if it's not done, it's like, all right, well, now everything's just disappointing.
Right.
I have no idea why he just disappeared like that either. I wonder if that mega fight was just so much that it bugged something else out.
I was just thinking, where did that say level 18?
Garath is here.
Thanks, that's at level 18.
Yeah, I hit continue. Oh, sweet.
I almost had a heart attack. Hey, but he's there.
He was there in the other save, which means he should be here in this one because that's how logic works, right?
Right.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Right. I was wondering, maybe that mega fight spawned a random Garath. We would defy to death.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I don't know how I survived. Gareth would have 1v1'd my ass. Oh, thank God Gareth's back.
There.
Oh, thank God.
We found you.
Gareth, I love you so much. Let me buy you a drink.
Hey, bro.
Just
Get
a
drunk.
cat out of arms. Of course you
I love this guy.
You-
He's
you
the
get there.
best.
Bless you.
This one's on us.
The whole house is on us, bro.
Listen, do you want a room in the house? Wait, did he just say something without saying anything?
I think I saw that too. I thought I was just having one of
Just a
those.
cat out of arms.
Okay, well that one worked.
Bless you. 'Tis not too often young lads.
Oh, well, it worked that time. Maybe we just didn't hear it over ourselves.
Maybe. Maybe we're just too loud. I think we're too much.
I need custom
Are you
upgrades.
now? And what might you be looking?
Alright, and now that we've troubleshooted everything, and remember, Nico doesn't edit, because he's a jackass. Now it's on to the actual thing that I wanted to do next that whole time.
Damn.
Spend, oh yeah, I should probably show you how much money I have if you didn't pay attention. We have 22,566 gold, by the way.
Well, now that I have heartburn going.
I had that much shit to sell.
Me, and you still haven't gotten rid of it.
Ah, see? That's why we're upgrading the
And
house.
what might you be looking?
Because with the last of the upgrades, I'll be able to store it without having to restore it. I didn't have to hold on to it this whole time, but this way I just don't have to do it again. Oh, hello. Okay, I can't see anything, by the way. Okay, I love you.
I love you.
She's sitting in my lap. It's really gay.
I know, I am gay actually. No offense.
I don't, Gareth, I don't give a shit. It's not my forge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boys work on right away. Is there anything else you may need?
Can I remember?
So I actually want to explore the cave into the basement before getting the library just so that you can see it.
Okay, let's do it. Can you really not play like this?
Hmm?
Can you really not play like this?
Bam.
Bam. Done.
Could, probably shouldn't.
You'll have to speak up, lass. Methinks you said you wanted a smell in your basement.
You were too close. You were
I
maintaining
did.
6 feet.
Now why do you need a bloody smell? Even if I could get one down there, you'll smoke yourself out of house and home.
Can you do it or not, Gareth?
Aye, that we can. We'll figure out something. Maybe old Farron can lend a hand. That boy couldn't defend himself from an angry rat, but he knows a thing or two about a chance.
Get wrecked, bro.
Is there anything
Yeah.
else?
Far and gone. Fuck it, let's try this. I don't think I've ever done this one, but let me see what it does.
You're not really going to make me haul all that stove with that rickety ladder.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes, I am. Love you, Gareth.
Taskmaster Garath. But you pay well.
Yes, I do.
Besides, I can't blame you for not wanting the crab. Is there
I mean, I think that's fair.
I swear. I mean, we do have to kill Alduin and everything like that. I mean, I think it's the least we deserve.
You know, now that the loft has been extended, could I add a balcony? Let's go see what it looks like first, and then do that just so we get the full experience.
Sure.
Mayor Winsby?
Hey, that costs like 10,000, exactly. Okay.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I don't know, I thought I made a stupid noise and then I hit the chair.
Sweetie, all of your noises were stupid.
You're an ass.
Oh, I'm sorry. What I meant to say. No, wait, that. Ooh, a door.
Good. Well, you can clean your legs. Was it worth it?
Yes.
Tell her to sit down.
What is it? Just leave it to me.
Nice.
Nice.
Was there something you wanted?
No, we're not
Yes.
freaky at all.
You've been thinking about me, haven't you?
She liked it too much.
Alright, well, she lives there now.
Well, we've created a monster.
Anywho, so that's cool. What the?
Oh my.
I'm shutting that door.
It doesn't help with the eyes. Look at those eyes. Can you zoom in at all?
Actually, yes.
Oh!
So, cool thing about the new mouse, it has a zoom function. And I can fix it by toggling the POV so it resets it.
Oh my god.
So the answer is Chad, you betcha.
Oh god damn it. Okay, can we agree to never do that shit again?
Doesn't it always look like this? This is, right? Yeah, this isn't the normal version. This is the souped up version,
yeah,
right?
this is the...
Yeah, because there's way more
cool
stuff
one.
there.
I couldn't remember if they were like hanging
I
herbs
put
or
one of the
not.
extra nightingale bows here because I thought it was cool.
Weren't you spiffy?
And then I put the rest in the chest because there were multiple.
Oh god damn
There were like
it.
5 or 6. Oh yeah, so I have a fucking smelter and a forge here now, so that's cool.
And-
Oh shit, Lydia's down. You know, okay, you guys, ladies, both of you need to stop. Wait a second, everyone here's a girl. Alright, well,
Well,
moving on.
alright.
That's right, I know what I'm doing.
Meeks, what is this?
I don't know. We have a tunnel under our house.
Why do we have a tunnel under it? What? What in God's name?
I don't know, let's see. And by I don't know, I mean, I have no idea what is here. Let us go find out.
Confusion?
Ooh, a gold mine? Bunch of glowing mushrooms? I'm tempted to loot this stuff. I don't know if I want to leave it for the atmosphere or loot it, because, like...
Well, they'll grow back. Why? What? Is this the one place that goes underneath Whiterun?
Maybe.
What?
Perhaps.
The confusion on my face right now?
Otis, perhaps. That's right, baby. Secret back entrance underground tunnel
And
behind
under
the
a
waterfall.
waterfall.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, yeah. Boy.
I think this whole episode's gonna be just showcasing Breeze Home at its max capacity.
Shout out to anybody who used to play Downhill Domination. Only the real OGs know what Downhill Domination is.
I don't think I'm an
Downhill
OG then.
Dillination? I don't even know. What?
I don't think I'm an OG then.
Absolutely not, no.
Maybe I'm crazy and it's not over there.
I have this weird feeling that you already know what's in there.
I'm just trying to open this chest first.
Pretty savage.
That's the thing about a master lock is... There's not a lot of room.
So what I can tell you so far is that everything that you've tried so far hasn't worked. See?
Hey, our lockpicking leveled up. Neat.
Great.
You know, just in case. Well, I can't hear anything like that, so I have zero idea. Raspberry.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Close.
Okay. Well, I have a general idea. Oh, that was close.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Booyah.
What?
Ancient Nord armor, Ancient Nord boots, Ancient Nord gauntlets, Ancient Nord helmet. Ancient Nord owned great sword, drought of resist magicka, fucking humanity, iron arrows, a potion of minor stamina, scroll of bane of the undead, and two, count 'em, two septa pieces. Neat.
Also,
Oh, by the way, I put the pickaxe on the favorites menu because it's easier.
so I have a question for you.
Answer.
Face is on the Skyrim gold.
I think it's Uriel's septum?
Whatever you got, like, okay. No, the only Uriel something that I know got real long gray hair. And he stared into my eyes and said that I was the chosen one.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
He did. He was a good man for those 5 minutes that I knew him.
Yeah, I think my UI has it where gold isn't just like a thing that's there. Oh, Sophia, sweetie, no, come this way so I can shut the door. Thank you. Wow, that was fast.
Well, okay. Ebony ore, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So ever since I got that ebony helmet, now I just want ebony armor, but now I want nightingale armor.
I'm telling you, armor's cool.
I mean, it just looks cool. That's about the only cool thing about it, to me. Well, for what I need it for. I mean, it's cool that it actually has a
Armor.
armor. Yeah. But,
Yeah, that part where your armor acts as armor.
yeah, see, that's the part that I'm not interested in. I just want to look cool and have really good magic stats.
Sweetie.
Ma'am.
You know what? She'll figure it out. Come on.
Give us those shrooms. There
Got
we
'em.
go. Thanks. Our girlfriend isn't figuring it out.
Ah, she'll be fine.
She's not figuring it out, Neeks.
It'll be okay. You just gotta give her a year. Or two. Okay, did we mine everything here? We good? We got that one, we got that
I
one.
think she'll get the rest of it if there's anything.
I feel like...
Oh, thank God.
Why...
Yippee! I love holding people's junk.
Oh yeah, I gave her a torch. Did-
And the
I'm
sword
glad
collar.
that's
See?
Well, we weren't using it.
No, we weren't.
Yeah, why would we? We have this thing.
Nice, fair. It's kind of a...
Which is way better.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Alright.
Okay.
Could have
so-
sworn I didn't mine all of those.
Did you do something? Did you get the... Yeah, I have no idea. Pretty sure you got it all.
I guess so.
Maybe it was at the beginning of the entrance that you missed that one, like way up there.
Oh, right here.
No, like behind you. Possibly.
No, there wasn't one over here.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Except for these two. Those don't count.
No, they don't.
Nope.
Well, you're not wrong. You're
No, see? There's nothing there. Nothing at all.
Yeah. What the hell was I talking about?
What were you talking about, crazy lady?
I know, it's almost like you were wrong for a second or something.
Nah, it can't be it.
No, that literally never happens.
I'm gonna be honest, I totally fucking forgot. But no, I was referring... Okay, someone's been speedrunning Super Mario 64 a little too much. You need to be stopped.
Cut it out.
Shout out to people that understand that reference. No, I was referring to back in, Hello? Coming? No, I was referring to back in that room with the glowing mushrooms. I was wondering if I missed one specifically in there, not in general. Oh.
I think you're gonna need.
There we go. I knew I could do it.
Yes, you did.
Which one is dragon? Ingot / ore. All. Thank you. Hey, look at that. I just auto-stored all of that.
Well, that's helpful. And saved a lot of time.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I don't have to have God mode on to carry all this stuff around in town anymore. Neat.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, and if you're wondering, this chest down here, I have the leather on.
Oh my god.
I probably should take this
Why do you have over 500 leather?
and stick the leather in there. Pelt / leather. There we go. I would say I could stick pelts in here, but I'm just going to use them on the tanning rack immediately.
How many things have you killed?
And the only thing I'm going to make with the tanning rack is probably going to be like pouches and stuff, so... Oh yeah, did I mention that there were a bunch of like deer and elks that got in the way too? As well as all of those wolves and saber cats that were actually in the fight. You know, stuff like that. Hi, Lydia. What? Oh yeah, while we're here, I also put a couple things. I put some of those merry hats on some of these mannequins. I like these merchant robes. I put a cape on a couple of them. You know, because
Gotta celebrate Christmas and not month after it.
I thought it would add to the atmosphere.
Sure.
I think I want to put the gems... Where the fuck do I make, Oh yeah, there's just a dragon head on
You
there, so
ever
that's...
woken up in the morning with a big cock in your ear? That damn...
Yes, this is where we make jewelry. With the forge. So I want to stick. Oh yeah, the armor's chest. That has stuff in it. That's cool, I guess. This is just a chest for stuff. I think I have no... Okay, so it does not count the gems as crafting supplies. So I'm not sure where I want to put the gems then.
Wherever you do, don't forget to put yourself there too.
Because I'm a gem.
Yeah.
Aw, that's sweet. That was really wholesome. I was totally expecting a sarcastic snapback. I wasn't prepared to actually be like, oh wait, that was nice. I was totally ready to be like, well, that was really unnecessarily mean.
Oh no!
Wasn't ready for this.
I would never.
I mean, you know, I've never actually seen what the stuff looks like from first person view.
Yeah?
So that's kind of glowy.
That's really gluey.
That's really glowy. Okay, so those are cool. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dragon.
Dragonbolt.
Dragonborn. That was my finest custom.
Alright.
I beat... What the fuck? Did you see that? Hold on. Garath, hold that thought.
Sir,
Did you just...
Sir, what did you just do? Did you teleport?
If you're looking for a challenge,
You just...
Oh god. Nothing is okay.
Uh...
No.
Garath.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to Garath. I understand Garath. I don't understand what all that was.
Why hello there,
How do you think I feel about bombs?
And what
I'd be totally fine if Daniel had NPCs refer to my character as Dragon. That'd be fine.
Yeah, honestly, that'd be really cool. Hashtag Dungeons and Dragons.
Can we put a library in the tunnel in the basement?
Shame to waste all that space, would we? We'll make it a right reading room for you. And while we're at it, I'll put a proper door there.
Thanks.
Is there anything else you
Why is he so nice?
He's fucking Garath.
So good. It's a good man.
Now that we've got the loft extended, can we have a balcony?
A balcony? Well, aren't we getting fancy? Keep this up, and the R will be wanting to live at your house.
We probably would.
Is there anything else?
Dragon's Reach.
Do we have a garden in the front yard?
Ha! A garden. You'll forgive my gloom. It's hard for me to imagine the great dragon planted mushrooms and flowers. I'll have to warn you. It's going to be a wee bit costly, seeing as we have to dig up all the rocks. And do you want us to plant your garden as well?
Do the planting ourselves, 1900. Trust your judgment, Garath. Just make it look nice. Will 2500 do?
He needs the money.
Alright, you want to have Garath do the planting?
It'll be his gift to us.
Because he hasn't done enough.
No, and nothing else matters.
Alright,
So
all you, Garath.
And we'll make sure it's a right botanical center.
Ooh.
Is there anything else you may need?
I think there was a delay between his mouth and...
There was a delay between a lot of things that just happened.
Dragon Ball, how's my finest customer?
And you notice there's no more options for upgrades.
Oh,
For we've gotten them all.
thanks, Karen.
Mayor
The real
will
deal,
be
man.
there.
Man,
Need something?
I need to get the hell out of here.
Alright. Hush you. Ooh, a flawless silver sapphire necklace. I've got to find a place to put those gems.
If there's like another, you should put it in that lockbox. Oh.
Oh, and look, there's what are supposed to be a few Christmas lights on there, but I think they got covered up by,
I think it was like that before, you know? Let's look at the garden. Sir? Do you want to get
'Cause I-
sniped?
headbutted that?
Yeah.
So our house is now the only house that doesn't celebrate Christmas.
And now that we have a concussion... Sophia, what are you doing? The carolers. I like the
We
tree.
do have a nice tree back there, though.
Look, we have a garden. It's so pretty.
Mountain flowers, canis roots, juniper berries, imp stools, death bells, dragon's tongue, thistles. So I... What was that? Did I hear something really crazy?
All I can hear is the happiness of those carols.
So I guess snowberries, my
What's that a
shades.
statue of? Is that Mara?
Oh no, I kicked something.
It was that. Apparently that letter is made of steel. Okay.
No. No, go back.
There we go.
God damn it.
The Bennett Mare. That's funny. People usually call me the Dozy Mare.
Come on.
Just get over there. Get it up.
Is it bad that I'm tempted to reload the save just so it stays there? Okay, it's there. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I have no idea.
I don't know. It's a nice found, I'll say that.
So I guess if you have Garath pick what's planted, then you get this assortment. If you pick it yourself, I guess you decide how much of what kind.
Maybe.
That's my presumption.
Well, it said planted ourselves, so for some reason I was thinking that the mod allowed you to go pick it in the wild and put it on the ground.
Well, yeah, you probably just pick, like, out of your inventory, you go, oh, I have a glowing mushroom, maybe I can... I mean, maybe you can't pick glowing mushroom, like, it might be limited to things that grow out of the ground, but you probably just go, oh, I have snowberries, there's an empty plot, I'll shove some snowberries in there and make it a snowberry juice. I mean, that's probably it, or maybe you can just generically go, like, yeah, you can pick from this list of things that grow out of the ground for each spot, there you go.
I mean, it looks really good.
I kind of like the super wacky variety, though.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple basic things, like the mountain flowers, that are a little generic, but still pretty cool.
Yeah, that Garath is calling your work generic.
I'm not calling his work generic. I'm calling that specific flower generic. It'd be a good anime. Kind of a shame there's no door just in case, but you know, it's okay. Save just in case. Alright. Time to start reading notes.
Alright.
Would you like... Why don't you do the reading?
Oh,
I'll have some berries.
I never thought
Would you like a berry?
I would. I never thought I'd want a berry, but the day has come.
No, it's like what Isaac said to his night creatures. Would you like a berry?
Yeah.
Alright, that's all
the
you,
raspberries
princess.
are kind of tart. I
You
think I already
tart.
gave you one. What?
Go on, start noting.
And now I gotta chew the seed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
what
that
was
one was sour. I never thought I'd see a dragon born. Planting flowers and such, but I suppose there's a day for everything. Well, it was quite the task to bust up that big old boulder in your yard. That thing was about 6 feet deep, by the way, and even bigger across. But as you can see, Gunther was able to bust up that rock with his big old warhammer. Seemed like a darn shame to waste all that rock, so we used it as a short retaining wall to hold it in the dirt for your garden. We tilled it up nice and fine and put a good layer of loam
Loam.
on top,
It is loam.
so she's nice and fertile. Jesus.
Really?
Seeing as we had all
So
those
she's nice
bands-
and loamy.
Oh, nice and loamy. We'll go with that instead of that. Yeah.
What, you don't like it when your garden's fertile? She's looking at me weird. She's looking at me weird, chat. I don't know how I feel about that look, chat.
Seeing as we had all this damn stone, I took to a bit of my masonry work and made this lovely lady here to watch over your garden for you when you're out fighting beasties and such. The fountain I added as a token of my thanks to all the work you've been given. How did you turn the page? To all the work you've been giving us. Thanks for keeping an old man's hands from being idle. Cheers, Garath. Aw, it's such a nice thing to add after getting everything. It's a nice little note.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That was nice and wholesome.
Yep. Now let's go read the rest of them.
Okay.
I've been saving them for the end, but Garath actually leaves a note with every single upgrade.
He's a very sweet man. He's a good man.
Now I just have to find them all.
Oh, I know that there's one on the bed.
There's one on the floor here earlier somewhere. Oh, there's this one here.
As you can see, we got your display cases and I didn't have a whole lot of room for them, so I built you a custom display at the top of your staircase. I think it came out quite nice, if I don't say so myself. I also added a couple of cases in the living room, as well as one up in your bedroom. That should give you plenty of places to put your war trophies in the meantime. Well, until next time, Garath. By the way, that's where I was talking about putting your jewelry.
Where?
Lockbox behind the book.
Nah, I'm good.
Why did she look like she was about to post up to you? And epic rap battles, let's go. So what do you think, old dragonborn? A fireplace fit for your that there stone mural above the mantel I picked up a while back when I was a sailing sea ghost. I fucked that one up. We stumbled upon this little island, you see, with one of them Nordic ruins. We were young and brave back then, and we figured we could take on a few jobs without much trouble. We got there most of the bear no problem, but we couldn't get past the puzzle door that led in further. Tried and tried to melt the glass and took away that door. It wouldn't budge. Gross. I was full of vinegar. I skipped the whole bad word. I was full of piss and vinegar back then, and swore I wouldn't leave empty-handed, so I pried this here mural off the wall and made my crew carry it back to the ship. Well, she's only been sitting in one basement or another since then, and seeing as you're the dragonborn and all, it seemed more fit that you have it. We also took the liberty of upgrading some of your other furniture, seeing as this fireplace is looking so nice and all. I also added a ledger for your guests, a sign so he knows who's coming and going. Enjoy your hearth, Dragon Slayer. You've earned it. Thanks for the coming. Cheers, Garath. Greyhawk. Huh.
Garath Greyhawk. And the ledger is actually how you mess around with it. Sophia, did you touch the book?
Ma'am.
What is she, your cat?
Probably.
Yeah.
How do you like using just one hand for your weapon?
I always thought you had good wrist action. But then again, women can be quite good with their hands.
Oh yeah, she came on to us while you were gone.
Yeah.
It's funny that the ledger he had is actually for this stuff.
Alright.
I can hear her grinding away down there.
Yeah.
Dining room.
Hang on, I'm still chewing this gummy carrot. Okay. Garath here again. So,
Garath here again.
yeah, you should read it in his voice, because I can't do it.
Are you even trying to do it?
Bro, I've just been doing a good old-fashioned Southern Belle, and it's not even that good a one.
Garath here again. So I'm not one for much finery. I'm not doing this.
He is a pirate, so I mean, you weren't that far. Okay. Should I just go? Okay.
Well, he went like a whole sentence without saying something incorrectly, which threw me off.
I know. He actually had fine grammar for once. Garath here again. I can't do it. So I'm not one for much finery when it comes to cooking or dining and such. In fact, if it's not coming off the spit over at the Bannered Mare, then I'm probably not eating that night. But I think we set you up with a fine spread here. Gunther insisted on the mammoth trunk. I'm not sure why. The hell people eat the trunk when you have that whole big animal full of meat. I swear to God.
So does Gunther, apparently.
Right? But Gunther swears by it. Says it makes you stronger, and seeing as you're seeing as slaying, I can't read, and seeing as you're slaying dragons, he thinks he should be eating it. Well, Gunther is as big as an ox and as strong as a cave troll, so maybe he's on something there. Just to be on the safe side, I left a bit of pheasant for you. I told him it was an appetizer for you, but before you dug into the mammoth. Now, being an adventurer and man myself once upon a time, I knows that you can get a wee bit parched after a day of swinging a hunk of metal around.
A trunk of man.
Trunk of man. Yeah, I just swing my trunk around all over the place. Swinging a hunk of metal around, so I made sure that you had yourself a proper bar to pour yourself a torch and a touch of mead from time to time. 'Tis a crime against humanity when a man or woman can't fill their mug with mead at the end of the day. Oh, and don't worry, I tested out the mead barrel to make sure she was a fresh one. Of course you did. Cheers, Garath.
Oh, well, found the mammoth steak.
Oh, that looks delicious.
That's a cooked mammoth trunk. And a single carrot.
Oh.
Sometimes I forget carrots are even a food in this game. Don't really see them very often. I like how the trees just kind of like squished in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go upstairs. Look, a charcoal stick's holding it still. I wonder what he wrote it with.
I didn't want to stab a dagger into this nice reading desk of yours, so I figured I'd just leave the note here with the charcoal out.
It's like a paperweight.
Yes, it is. Anyways, we got your loft set up nice with this here fine reading desk for you to count your coins and organize your affairs. The desk is another custom bit of work I did. Added some nice dragon-in furniture and a shelf or two to hang.
A shelf for you two, sorry.
Thank you. To hang your books or anything else on. The strong boxes are ready for your... Oh god, my eyes are getting worse by the second. The strong boxes
Do you need to turn the light on?
for your... No, it's already lit up. Are ready for your ready... God, no.
You sure about that?
Everything's flipping around.
Here, go turn the light on.
No, everything's flipping around on me like it doesn't matter if you turn the light on. The strong boxes are for your ready coin, gems, or any other knickknacks that might be adding weight to your pockets. We also filled the loft with some display cases to show off the trophies you win in battle and a couple of mannequins to hang your spare armor on. You know, in hindsight, though, when I gets to thinking about it, we probably should have put some bookcases in here, being that it's a study hall and all. Sure, we'll find another spot for that sort of thing.
What, you can't buy?
I can't buy right now. I'm losing my voice as it is.
From reading all these?
I don't think so. It shouldn't be the case. Sorry for all the coughing.
Coffee. Loft upgrade. Gareth here again. Got your loft all spiffed up and all the cobwebs cleared out. We added a few extra plaques for you to hang your trusty swords and such on. Heck, maybe you'll keep one of my fine steel daggers here and slay a few bandits with and put her on one of these. Wouldn't that be a trick, eh? Speaking of which, I'm running out of steel daggers, so I'm gonna have to switch to something else. These bloody daggers are expensive. What are you doing? You know, you'd figure us handymen would have nails lying around somewhere, but I'll be damned if I can ever find one when I need it. Cheers, Garath Greyhawk.
Oh.
Sweetie, are you okay? You just kicked the chair.
I'm sorry, I got really squirmy all of a sudden. I gotta move.
Greetings, Dragonborn. So here is a bedroom fit for a king. Well, not quite a king, but I'd say it's a heck of a lot better than what that steward wanted to give you. Can you believe he wanted us to give you a bed with a hay mattress? I told him you weren't a bloody serf. He's the Thane of Whiterun. We were also able to convince a few generous nobles to give us some of their spare furniture, seeing as you helped keep them from getting their hides burnt off by that old dragon. As my own way of saying thanks, I did a bit of custom work on the headboard, and as you can see, it has a nice wide mantle. That there is for your shrines to the 9. Should you stumble upon an unused or abandoned shrine in your travels, you can give them a home here. As for the safe, well, let's just say that a certain high and mighty noble in the Cloud District may have unwittingly misplaced it. Just so happens one of my boys found it and figured if he was so careless to leave it lying about like that, he wouldn't mind us giving it to someone who could find a bit more use from him. Cheers, Garath Greyhawk. P.S. Best keep that business about the safe between us two. Here's a few gold pieces to help your conscience.
Oh, thanks.
I believe the safe is... yeah. And it has stuff in it.
Nice.
It's just a wardrobe. Yeah, there's like a cape in there for some reason. And luckily we can also use the shrines that we find there. What does Garath give again?
Huh?
Increases your stamina by 25 points? Oh, okay. So if we get all of the unused shrines and can place them here, after we sleep every day, we can literally pick whichever blessing we want whenever we want. It's super convenient. You know, when I was a younger man, I always got a kick out of finding treasures that no one else could find. But I'm too old to be digging around in the dirt anymore. Ironic, since he just made us a garden, but hey, you know. But I figure knowing how to find hard-to-find things might come in handy for the Great Dragonborn. So I went about and hit a shrine to each of the divines all about Skyrim. A couple I even gave away to make it a wee bit harder. Anyways, back in me treasure hunting days, I had to figure out all sorts of maps and riddles in order to find all them shiny trinkets I used to sail around looking for. So in the spirit of me youth, I made up a little ditty for you to use as a guide to try and find them. To find the shrines, you must learn of the divines, whence you know the faithful of all 9. 4 of these totems will be easy to find, whilst the next 3 shrines are trickier to see. You'll find that logic and exploration is still the key. The last 2 are hard even if you are well read, but here's a hint, you'll find these 2 next to those who are dead. And don't bother asking me for any more hints, ye shan't get any, Garath. Oh shit, you put fucking fire salts there? Neat. To the balcony.
To the balcony. Really bad.
A room with a view. Now, before you get all cozy out here, know that you've already started to create a buzz among the locals here about how you're starting to make their houses look shabby. I told them if they could suck down a dragon's soul, I'd build them a balcony too. That shut them up right quick. Now, I have to admit, I didn't really know quite how I was going to pull off this bit of fancy of yours, but in the end I did some of me finest woodwork, putting this here balcony in. I know it's not much of a view, but he got a better one than any of your neighbors, and she's a fine spot to sit out in the afternoon and watch the folks pass by whilst you sip on a nice goblet of wine. Cheers, Garath Greyhawk. Oh, and, you're not exactly supposed to, but you can. That was fast.
Damn. Damn.
Because you're technically not connected to the house, right? It's actually considered outside. It's just a different exit.
No, yeah. Video what?
Honor to you.
Oh no.
Oh, my. Careful. A word of advice. Never buy a used copy of the Lost Argonian Maid. The covers are always worn and the paint is stuck together.
Put it on the
She's
chair.
gonna get her sword, and I swear there must be some kind of conspiracy. Careful.
Look, I'm not the one who knocked it over in the first
I have your
place.
sword and your shield.
I feel like this is an awful idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you.
Do you have something to say? Always glad to help.
Lay there. Remain on the ground. Get. What?
Man, that's good. It's fine.
It's up, and I'll take that. I feel like I'm gonna.
Women, am I right?
You know what? We take those.
We do. Oh my god. Yeah. Sophia's grounded. Why is that bowl on the floor?
What bowl?
That one.
Well, it's under this thing.
Oh,
It's not just
okay.
on the floor. It's an aesthetic theme choice.
Oh,
Okay, it's
oh.
Honored to see you again.
Well, I'm happy that you have.
Spiced wine.
Oh, fancy.
There we go. For Dragonborn only. So I see you got a sweet spot for old Lydia. She's a fine girl and a good fighter, even though she'd be a little too spirited for her own good at times. She deserves a Dragonborn. I dare ye to find a girl more devoted to keeping your hide out of the fire. As ye can see, we added some nice furnishings for the old girl, and set her up with a weapon rack and a few plaques to display the trophies she earns whilst traveling with the great Dragonborn. She also was complaining about not having a proper place to hang up your armors when she's repairing them, so Gunthar here carved up a couple of nice mannequins for her to hang them on. That boy keeps on surprising me. That boy ain't right.
Bad boy.
Big as an ox, but he can whittle ye a wooden horse the size of a septum. Anyway, he got a bit carried away, and whilst he was at it, made ye your own mannequin for your bedroom. Cheers, Garath Greyhawk. Yeah, he likes to put daggers in things sometimes. You know, sometimes.
He said he was running out of
Here's
them.
your stink rack. Here's that tannin rack ye ordered. Why on God's green earth ye'd want to work leather inside your house is beyond me. The smell alone of animal hides is enough to make me see last night's meat again. But what ye do in your basement is none of my business. Seeing as you're gonna become a fine leather worker, though, me and the boys, put up a few decorations as well as a couple of these here fine pelts that Gunther got the other day. Damn things were trying to eat his chickens. Anyway, he figured he'd donate the old hides to ye as a way of saying thanks for keeping us all safe here in Whiterun. Oh yes, and the ale is my contribution. Might take the edge off of the smell of them pelts. Cheers, Garath Greyhawk.
So when you hear the term cracking a cold one with the boys, just think of Gareth.
Yo, why is there just like a single gold piece on the ground here?
I don't know.
See, I never take the stuff. I like leaving it there because it's so aesthetic.
I'm just kidding, I do too. I love it. Well, ever since you said something about it, I leave it because now it just bothers me whenever I take it. I'm like,
It looks nice.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Because, like, I mean, I could get, like, 5 ore,
Mm-hmm.
or I could keep it looking nice. And, like, 5 ore is not worth it not looking as cool. Because it makes it look lived in and worked in. It really sets up the atmosphere, the aesthetic. Versus 5 ore. Wow, thanks. It's like,
Right.
if I wanted to spend all these thousands of gold on a few ore, I would have just bought ore if that's what I wanted out of it. Well, now look who's getting all fancy pants on me. A smelter in your basement. Now ye just getting plain extravagant on us. I'll admit, this was quite the trick to install down here. Oh, excuse me, that was unpleasant. For the longest time, we were thinking we'd have to build in some kind of chimney or some such contraption to get the smoke out. Would you believe that old wizard Farengar up at the Jarl's decided to help us out? We went up there to ask him about what kind of Dwemer contraptions we could use to get the smoke out, and it turns out he'd been working on some weird translocation enchantment or some such, and was looking for a way to test it out. So he came down here with us and enchanted your ceiling tiles with a bit of the old magicka, and as soon as the smoke touches the ceiling it goes off to someplace high above Whiterun. Saved us all sorts of trouble. I mean, could you imagine how weird it would look try to install some weird Dwemer pipe or noisy fan contraption on the top? Hell, you'd never get to sleep at night. I told him what he ought to do instead is translocate the smoke into Ulfred Battleboard's bedroom, but he wasn't too keen on the idea. Hey, I just figured he liked having smoke blowing up his arse, since he's such an old windbag himself. Oh, I nearly forgot. The top chest you see here is a very special one. Old Farengar laid a complex enchantment on it that ties it to your forge, smelter, workbench, and sharpening stone. Says whatever ye put in here will be at the ready for ye when you go to craft. All you need to do is think of the item you need, and they appear in your hand. Tried it myself, and it nearly startled the skin right off me back, so I can attest to it working. Well, until next time, cheers, Garath.
I feel like we should have read the garden one for our last.
I don't think there's a specific... I mean, some of them clearly come first, like the display cases, the bedroom furnishings, the kitchen.
Well, it doesn't matter.
The
It just
pretty,
would have
like-
ended better.
The basic standard upgrades are pretty obvious, but some of the more exotic ones, like the smelter, clearly come later. In fact, I think if you check it by price, that probably gives you a pretty good idea of, yeah, realistically, you probably buy them in roughly that order, but it's not really a big deal.
No, it's not. It's just at the end of the garden note. It was just really sweet because he was like, "Thanks for keeping the old man's hands busy all this time." And you're just like, "No, we love you." Like,
I do love Garath. I unironically, this mod, it's not just good because, like, oh, it makes the house really both cool and pretty and, like, functional. What's up? Oh, okay. But also because Garath's just a sweet guy.
he's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Garath deserves head pats.
He does. All the head pats.
I'm gonna miss him when he dies.
What?
Well, he's an old man. He's only got so much time left.
Oh God, I thought it was a guaranteed death. Jesus Christ.
No, he's not gonna die to a vampire attack. He stays in the tavern.
He'll be there for until we start playing.
Oh. Oh, guess this Let's Play's going on forever in the name of Garath.
In the name of Garath.
We'll never run out of Radiant Bounty
So
quests.
technically, if you think about it, every video game character ever can technically outlive every single person on this planet.
I mean, in a manner of speaking, but if no one's alive to turn the game on.
I mean, the data will still be there.
31 paces, Dragonborn. 31 paces to use Adrian's Forge from the front doorstep. You know, some people might call that a wee bit lazy, but I suppose she probably appreciates you not banging on metal at Oh boy, 3 a.m. 3 in the morning anymore either. Anyway, we got a little carried away on your forge here. See, me and the boys were having a touch of the mead the other night. And we got to thinking that big old dragon is still laying out there in the field by the tower. Oh, excuse me again. And what perfect decoration for a dragon slayer's forge than the skull of a dragon ye slain. So tipsy as we were, we all went out in the middle of the night with an axe, and lopped the old bugger's head right off on the spot. We took turns carrying the bloody thing back to your house. Gunther even wore it like a helmet, the dunderhead. We got it dragged in here, and after a bit of figuring, we managed to mount it up right as rain. After it was all said and done, I must say I think it makes a fine addition to the old girl. As an extra measure of thanks and patriotism, we hung a few Whiterun banners to go along with it. Don't worry, we soaked them in borax, so any sparks will only smolder a small hole, and not catch the whole thing up in flames. Just in case ye were wondering, this is the axe we used to lop the old beast's head off. I swung it so hard into the post while I was on the mead, and I couldn't get it out after. So I guess it's yours now, huh? It ain't no sky forge, but we feel it's a bit more fitting for someone with the title of Dragonborn. Keep up the good work. Cheers, Garath. P.S. Don't tell old Jarl Balgruuf that you also have a dragon's head in your house, too. He might get a wee bit jealous.
Oh, Balgruuf.
Sorry about the bench. So me and Gunther got into this bet to see just how good Skyforge steel is. I bet him he couldn't stab it into this here workbench, and bet he could. And would you believe that big dunderhead proved me wrong? That boy is to stop eating mammoth meat.
Jeez.
The lore, it's so connected.
I know.
Anyway, sorry about cracking your workbench like that, though from the looks of it, the crack seems superficial. I noticed Adrian's workbench has a crack in almost the same place, and it does... right? It's funny how that works. And it doesn't seem to affect the quality of her work. So rather than let a perfectly fine bench go to waste, we figured we'd just leave it and hang this here ancient Nordic shield above your bench in order to make up for it. It's a priceless family heirloom of Gunther's, and he really wanted you to have it to make up for the crack. Your sharpener, of course, is right behind you, and we got rid of the old cobwebs as well. I mean, where the heck are all these webs coming from? Gotta be some big spiders around here somewhere. Well, till next time you be calling on us. Cheers, Garath Greyhawk. It's funny, because there's no, like, spiders in the tunnel or anything. Was it? No. Yeah, because that's...
Oh, yeah.
Might be a little off. Oh, no, wait, never mind. That's exactly right. I didn't see the thing around the side. I'm not sure when you got down here. That shield was...
It was a little, excited to see you.
You excited to see me, or is that just a shield?
Oh, God.
About your furnishings. So we finished decorating your basement with the additional displays and furnishings you requested. We also took the liberty to clean your skeleton out of your closet. Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the closet, by the way.
Oh.
Not sure why you're keeping that thing in here, but I'll just tell myself that it was a bandit that had it coming to him. Anyway, funny thing is, when we were cleaning out the closet, we noticed that the wall had a bit of a hollow thud to it. Of course, when Gunther knocks on something, there's always the chance he'll break it into bits, and wouldn't you know, he knocked the rock right out of the wall into a passageway behind it. We peeled back all the stones and found an old Nordic ruin right under your damn house. Well, we did a little handyman magic and turned that wardrobe into a proper working secret door for ye. Looks to me. We didn't have any weapons on us at the time, so we didn't poke around much further, as those ruins have been known to be riddled with Draugr. I almost said danger.
danger, whatever.
But we installed a torch on a wall sconce, just the inside the door, so ye can get your bearings. Cheers, Garath Greyhawk.
Check it out.
That's the thing back there.
Yeah, I don't...
Oh yeah, we put the Gildergleen Heavy Aegis up here earlier. So there's that too. There's just a troll skull here, a bunch of books, random knickknacks and paddywhacks.
Well, where was the library? I found the library.
Look at all these books.
Is the,
Oh yeah, there's a torch bug in a jar, so that's cool.
I love that. He's gonna die of starvation.
There's a bunch of glowy books. Glowy books. And then strong boxes, alchemy ingredients for separation, chest here for random other random other stuff, junk, stunk, random other stunk. So one of the things I got while I was in the mega battle and then cleaning up the aftermath was a circlet of eminent alchemy. So I did exactly what Garath suggested, and I put it in this box right next to it, so whenever we make potions, I can open the chest, put this on, make the potions, put it back in the chest.
Nice. Makes sense.
And this knapsack, this little apothecary satchel, we can put our ingredients in. Just like the smelter, we can put ores and stuff.
Yeah.
And next to the tanning rack, we can put leathers. Well, actually, you can put leather in the smelter or the tanning rack, but that's besides the point. You can put alchemy ingredients in here. You might notice there are 8 Daedra hearts. I ate one and then put a bunch into potions. So
from the hags?
From the dead witches and stuff. So we actually had like 15-ish when I started, but I used a couple.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, here's your alchemy table. Fitting to be an alchemist, are ya? I wonder if you can brew mead with one of these things. We swung over to Arcadia's cauldron and picked up this little number for ya. She was quite tickled to fill out the order. Kept asking me if I was an aspiring alchemist. So, you're an alchemist then?
Oh no.
I says, no ma'am, the only alchemy I perform is giving meself a touch of the mead ever so often. This here is for the Dragonborn. Well, don't you know, that put her into a stir, and she darted here and there, saying you need this, that, and the other to go along with your table. She gave us so much stuff we had to go and buy these shelves here for you to put it on. Excuse me. She also gave us a few potions to start ye off. Seems this alchemy business is quite involved, so we also set ye up with all the necessaries. The urns on the shelf are for manual storage and organization of your ingredients. But if you want anything right handy to use whilst you're brewing, ye can put your ingredients in the satchel on the table. Arcadia said this here strongbox is for your alchemy jewelry that help ye boost the potency of your potions, and the chest here is to put all your fine brews in. Speaking of brews, I think I hear a touch of Blackbriar calling. Cheers, Garath. And then similarly to the other crafting stuff, enchanting has a chest here for stuff you can store. I put a bunch of the jewelry that isn't enchanted here if I just want to get, or I guess if we, just want to get enchanting experience, because jewelry is a pretty good way to do it since it's usually pretty valuable. So that's like an enchanted to be chest, and then this strong box up here, the little tiny one, we can put in soul gems, and then whenever we do the enchanting stuff, it will pull out these soul gems, and we can go straight to it, so we don't have to have them in our inventory. Yeah. And then the enchanting table note. Wait, what did that say? Oh, here's your enchanting table. Oh, what happened? What?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled at you.
I mean, probably not.
Good. Sorry, you didn't have to stop.
So you're taking a stab at Farengar's trade, are ye? Good luck to ye on that. Maybe your results will be a bit more consistent than those of our Jarl's fine wizard. Boy, weren't he excited when we told him we needed an enchanting table. He perked right up and started loading extra books and gems on top of everything before he sent us out the door. Kept saying, Oh, and they might need this, and don't forget to give them these. Said something about how he knew you were a wizard. I think the young fella feels a little lonely being the only mage in these parts. This is definitely getting to me, by the way. Anyway, here's all the stuff he gave us. A few gems for you to work with, and a special enchanted strongbox to store all your gems in. Farengar says all you need to do is drop your gems in here, and when you're using the table, you just need to think of the gem you need, and it'll appear in your hands. Cheers, Garath. P.S. I left ye this old chest of mine that I got during me younger days when my blood ran a bit hotter. 'Twas a prize of mine for caving in the skull of a Draugr Death Lord. 'Tis a rugged old chest, and it's stored its fair share of treasure over the years. But right now it's only storing dust, so I figured it was time to pass her on to someone with younger blood.
Let's take a look in the little ruin board.
Let's see what's here now. You never know if there's something around the corner.
Right? Oh, it's pretty.
Never work on the farm. They are always full of tools and hoes. Those hoes are real pain to use. Never get what I do an honest day's work.
Leave it to Sophie.
Huh, there's an alchemy lab down here too.
And it's a little mini baby one.
Breeze Home basement key. Your new library. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say you were turning into a right old bookworm instead of slaying dragons. As you can see, we cleaned out the old cobwebs and added a few horror lanterns to brighten up the place. And you know, it don't look half bad. Those old Nords had an eye for architecture, and at any rate, we got your bookcases here, and they'd be the finest in the land. If a noble came down here, he'd be right jealous of your collection. As you can see, we also added another alchemy table. I know it's not as fine as the one in the house proper, but we figured it'd come in handy for ye if ye come back in your door all bloodied and needed to whip up a quick potion or two. Speaking of your back door, we found a way to close that tunnel back down. We figured them old Nords didn't make a one-way door, so we hunted around a bit and found a hidden switch behind that small waterfall coming down the wall. Still, though, I felt he needed a proper locking door, so I took some of the crumbled stone from the tunnel to make a lintel and some old hammers I had left over from when I worked in Riften and cobbled up, a proper working door. I left the key to it on top of this here note. Cheers, Garath, Greyhawk. P.S. Now that you got us down here, I'm curious just what might be behind that collapsed tunnel of yours. Don't know if it would be good or bad if we dug it out. Requires a key. Oh, look at that.
A key.
A key.
I guess they get to go back.
Huh. Hanging moss. There's another hanging moss there.
You gotta get it. You're so close. Can't give up now. Should have taken monks. I just have to see from down there.
They gave a little pop-up thing there. the door there? Ooh. Should probably close it up so nobody comes to get us from the other side. Oh, it closes immediately. Okay, we're gonna have to go around. Not that I think anyone actually ever comes through that, but you know. Oh shit.
You were saying?
Lich time. Oh, hey,
Hey.
conjuration went up. Neat. I'm thinking.
Oh, I got them.
Ow. Okay, that was painful. Very good. We are the all-around. We can heal everything. Stop attacking. You can't kill me. I can heal. Oh, you can't hit me.
I guess you could say he's got a brain freeze. Get it?
Oh, well, they resisted ice form. That's awkward.
Yes, they did. I mean, they are.
Jump in the way of the heal? You need that. Yeah, get him, Lich. It's okay. You're good. You're good.
Why is your magic not going down? Delicious.
Did you forget about that?
I must have. Either that or you. Oh.
You probably also forgot about those.
I mean, there's just a lot there. Second of all, last time I was here, I literally passed out sitting up in a chair, which we're not going to talk about because I have sleeping issues. So, just go with that. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
How do you think I managed to get through that mega fight thing? I can never run out of spells because even if I couldn't cast big spells, I can always cast these. Which, to be fair, the only spells we have that aren't novice or apprentice despite our level are summon ancient lich and focus. All the rest are actually very good. Oh, you know what? We need some more damage. Get a lich.
That's a lot of damage.
He needs help. Look at that, you can actually level restoration this way. No? See, that guy's taking some damage. Let's do that just so we can... they sidestepped that. Fuck. Oh, the Lich ran out of timer again. I don't have the mana for that. Skeleton Mage.
Alright.
Ow!
Who summoned that? Skeleton Mage?
Yeah, the Atronach's mad because I think one of the strikes hit as a stray attack. Great, now everyone's all grouped up like that. 49 restoration. We're a healer. While you're down. He moved. Jerk. I wonder if that's supposed to happen.
What?
If guys are supposed to just kind of show up. Does this work now? So that's the effect when they resist magic. It looks like that. Alright, she's probably fine now.
What a way to end the house tour. Murderers.
With getting jumped.
Mm-hmm.
Can I not take, no? Bro, you good?
He's chilling. Okay.
I guess he's good.
I think so.
Nordic Scrimshaw, though. Oh shit, it pissed him off.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna fight Armored Skeleton Mage with... I died. Oh shit. Why did it just say speak to Tolfdir anyways?
I don't know, sweetie. You got nuked by your own deer.
He literally one-shot me.
Oh my god, he really did.
He actually just one-shot me.
He absolutely did.
Ow.
Wow.
Well, huh.
We're here to teach you a lesson.
Alright, well, we'll get back to you guys after we, hey, look at the old boy, the Dragonborn stuck in another crazy scenario. How will he get out of this one?
I don't know, looks like you'll have to swing back in the next episode eventually.
It's called We Have to Go, so I'm gonna save it here, and when you come back, I'll have it handled, because we already beat these guys, so, you know, we'll just kind of skirt past that one.
I mean, y'all literally saw what happened.
Look, I didn't think the summon would turn on me in one spell, and I wanted to cast it one. I was curious to see how thick that guy was, so I wanted to see how much damage one spell would do to him. I didn't think he'd get so angry after one casting.
Yeah, well, you saw how strong he was real quick, didn't you?
he just like yelled at me, and I got cooked alive.
Yes, you did.
Anyways, so we gotta go. Did we read every note?
I think we mostly read every note. We should have read every note because that was a freaking novel that took about a year and a half.
I hope we read every note, because there's supposed to be one for each upgrade, right? So we had the one in the garden, we had 2 in the bedroom, then 1 on the balcony, then we had the display case, the fire pit, the kitchen, we had the loft, and the study, that's 9, and then we had...
The garden.
I think I already counted the garden.
Yeah.
Then we had Lydia's room, that's 10. The tanner, the smelter, the forge, the workbench, the alchemy table, the enchanting table, the underground library. Well, I just counted 17.
God forbid me. I told you it was a...
So we should actually be good. Which makes sense because I think some of his actually came with 2. Like, I know the bedroom one came with 2.
Yeah, what about the bathroom? I like when you had it and stuff like that.
The bathroom didn't have one, but the balcony had one.
That's okay.
I did not notice a note in the bathroom, strangely enough. And I'm not sure if there actually wasn't one, or if we, like, knocked it over somewhere and we didn't notice it. So there might very well have been one in the bathroom that we missed, but we should have every other note.
Yeah.
So we should be good.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
We should have all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, when we come back, I'll make sure to have all the doors set up. I'll have smelted off these guys' armor, disenchanted or whatever, and I'll see if I can find a good place to put some of the gems or whatnot. I'm sure there'll be a spot somewhere I can put them that'll be fine. But anywho, otherwise, that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed us showcasing Breeze Home fully upgradable. By far my favorite. Sorry about the strange technical difficulties at the beginning. I don't know what that was about. It was just really weird. But I'm glad we were able to get it fixed because, God, I love that man. I'm so glad he's okay.
It's a good mod. It's a good one.
Would recommend.
It's pretty thick.
The only mod that I will say that I like to the same degree that I like Breeze Home fully upgradable is like the Ordinator perk overhaul mod and maybe the crafting overhaul mod, only because it gives experience for breaking down things. Because honestly, I think you should have always gotten at least a little experience from like tanning leather and cracking down a sword into a single ingot. Like, at least give something. Just so you don't have to make so many iron daggers. But even then, that's like a mild thing. The rest of it is nice to have. Really, those 2 mods are my favorite. And one of those is for gameplay. The other one is for aesthetics and quality of life. And Garath's fucking cool. I think he does have 1 or 2 boys around somewhere.
Boy.
I mean, he clearly mentions having a posse. I don't remember if they show up in the Bannered Mare, like, after you buy everything, or something like that, or if they're there at all and I'm getting them mixed up with something else. But there might have been. Either which way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and next time we'll come back and we'll probably actually finish that quest that we were doing last time.
Yeah, and if you've
Probably.
made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell, because there's going to be more of this stuff popping up.
Oh, yeah, that way you can turn on notifications. You can become a member of the #notification squad.
Oh yeah.
So you get notified whenever we post a brand new video. Wow, I've watched way too much YouTube.
Anyway, we'll see y'all guys in the next one.
Reese's Pieces.